common pull-up form mistakes that people make. When people fatigue during a pull-up set, one of the first mistakes is the old gooseneck action. Excessive neck extension is unnecessary and potentially dangerous if the movement happens rapidly. Especially when this happens in a tired state, your chances of injury are drastically increased. To fix this, flex the neck by making a double chin, and I want you to pull until the bar is level with your chin. Forgetting to chalk up your hands is a major mistake. This will result in a decreased grip strength, which can potentially rob you of extra reps. Don't be a cheapskate, buy some chalk, and watch your performance skyrocket. And if you're training in a gym which doesn't allow chalk, leave and go to a real gym. When people do pull-ups with a hunched upper back, they're actually robbing themselves of max performance. And the reason for this is the thoracic spine and the shoulder blades share a direct relationship. If your upper back isn't in a good position, your shoulder blades won't be functioning as well, which means your rotator cuff muscles won't be in the correct or optimal length tension relationship to produce maximum force, meaning you won't be as strong with this form. Make sure you keep your chest up, nice thoracic extension, and your performance will improve. The trajectory of the pulling arc is very important. Most people when learning the pull-up use an arcing motion. This subjects you to the temptation of swinging and using momentum. This is also a way people cheat when using added weight on a pull-up. We want to make the movement challenging and increase muscle stimulation. Do this by moving in a vertical fashion and you will feel a greater connection with your back. This is really common, using an incomplete range of motion. Don't. This generally happens at either the top of the movement or at the bottom range when failing to enter full elbow extension between reps. Always use a full range of motion for maximum results. Strength is joint range specific, so therefore working the full range is optimal. When doing pull-ups, dropping in an uncontrolled manner into a passive hang between reps is a really common mistake. This places unneeded strain through the shoulder complex and will drastically decrease the number of reps that you can achieve in a single set. I want you to use an active hang between reps by keeping the scapula engaged when the arms are straight. Think of pulling your shoulders away from your ears. If done correctly, tension will be maintained in the shoulders and you will feel more secure. Kipping is a major mistake if your goal is to increase muscle size and strength. Momentum reduces exercise intensity and will not adequately stress your nervous system specifically for the above goals. Don't cheat yourself by kipping. Most people don't respect the pull-up as a main muscle building exercise. It's very common for people to do a few reps of pull-ups to warm up, and then when they start their workout, they move on to weight training, such as lat pull downs, and they assume that this approach is optimal. This is a major flaw in thinking, as when the pull-up is done at the right intensity, enough volume, and is performed correctly through a full range of motion, it's one of the best upper body exercises for you. Pelvis position is vital. An excessive anterior pelvic tilt is a common mistake. This disengages the abdominals, which reduces force transmission to the back and the arms. A neutral to posteriorly tilted pelvis is recommended to create full body tension. For those of you involved in calisthenics, this has a widespread application to other skills as well. Don't cross the legs behind the body. This ties in with the previous clip where we discussed pelvis position. When you do this, the lower half of the body is disengaged, which often results in sloppy exercise form. Instead, have the legs directly underneath the body or slightly forward of the hips. Actively squeeze the knees and ankles together. This creates global body tension and will improve your pull-up performance and form aesthetics. Most people fail to rest for the correct period of time. This is because people are impatient and rest too little between sets. This ultimately results in form breakdown and a compromised number of total reps. When working in the strength rep range, 2 to 3 minutes is perfect. When doing higher rep sets, 1 to 2 minutes will be enough due to the lower intensity. Please choose the correct rest period depending on your objective. To recap correct exercise form for the pull-up, use chalk, engage your scapula, a neutral neck at the top, a vertical pulling arc, not using momentum, not kipping, full range of motion on every rep, neutral to posteriorly tilted pelvis, and rest correctly depending on your goals. Enjoy your pull-ups, guys and girls. If you found this video useful, leave a thumbs up. Out of interest, which pull-up mistake have you seen which annoys you the most? For more, head over to fitnessfaqs.com